Riding a bike on the road whilst wearing headphones is dangerous, and it's something you should never do. It doesn't matter whether you're riding through the city or on a quiet country lane, you should never wear headphones on your bike. With so many idiot drivers on the road, there is a real danger you could be wiped out if you don't have your faculties about you at all times. Wearing headphones not only removes your ability to hear what's going on around you, but may also affect your balance, increasing the chances of wobbling around in the middle of the road and coming to grief. I like to listen to music when I'm doing some exercise, and I know many others do too, and I find it good for motivation as well as a pick-me-up when I begin to tire. I have found an alternative solution to headphones, and it doesn't involve strapping a speaker to my bike's frame, which I dislike doing. My solution to not wearing headphones is the speaker watch, which, as I'm sure you've probably worked out, is simply a speaker you strap to your wrist like a watch. This speaker doesn't display the time and does nothing other than play music, and it does this via Bluetooth, from a TF card, or through digital radio. Before having a proper look around this speaker watch, let's see how it performs out on the road. So we're now going to road test my speaker watch and see what it performs like on a proper ride. Before I turn it on, I just need to confirm that the music on it is not my personal playlist. It's not music I'd usually listen to. It's actually downloaded off the YouTube royalty-free music site, so it's perfectly legal to use it for this clip, and there's no copyright issues with it. During the ride, I'm not going to bother speaking. I'll just turn it on, go for it, and let you make up your own mind on what you think the quality is like. So let's turn it on and get started.
Now is TF model.
There we go, music's now going. Let's turn it up. Now we've seen how this speaker watch performs in real life on the road, out on a cycle ride, it's time to take a look at it in a bit more detail. Before I turn it on, I just need to confirm that the music currently on this watch is taken straight from the YouTube library, so it's royalty-free music that I'm allowed to use for this clip. This is for copyright purposes and all that stuff. It's not my sort of music, it's definitely not my playlist, and I wouldn't listen to it if it wasn't for the purpose of making clips like this. Anyway, back to the watch. On the side here we have where the micro SD card goes and also the charging point. It's pretty small and getting the SD card in is fiddly, even if you've got small hands and fingers like me, but that's to be expected. This rubber flap, whilst it covers it, isn't the best it fits, and I do find that it tends to come out quite a bit. This is quite annoying, but it doesn't affect how this watch works. Over on the other side we have 4 buttons. We have the on off, we have the volume down and go to previous tracks, we have the volume up and skip tracks, and we have the mode button. When I turn it on, I don't know what mode it's in. Music may start straight away, so I'm going to have to turn it down. Anyway, so let's turn it on.
Now is TF model.
So it's now playing the SD card. Oh, music's not too loud. Anyway, as you can see from these buttons, let's turn it up by pressing this one. And go forward a track. And let's turn it down. And go back a track. Right, unfortunately you can't skip part way through tracks, you can only go forward and back whole tracks. For my purposes it's not a problem, but I know some people like to skip through part tracks, but I'm not one of them. Anyway, right, so now let's change the mode.
Now is radio model.
Now in radio model, and it's picking up radio stations. Right. For the purposes of this clip, I had to quickly...
Bluetooth model has been opened.
For the purposes of this clip, I had to turn off the radio just in case there's any copyright issues. When the watch is in radio mode, you flick through the stations using the plus and the minus buttons. It's as simple as that, you just press it till you find one you want. The radio actually works very well, and I'm quite surprised. Usually on things like this with no aerial at all, the radio is pretty shocking, but it's not the case with this watch, which is pretty good. Right, from the radio mode, I press the mode button again and it's now gone in Bluetooth mode. In Bluetooth mode you can pair this with your iPhone or your Android phone, and you can play any music that is stored on that. The Bluetooth is a little bit sketchy, and I find that it does drop connection quite a bit, which when I'm out on a ride is quite annoying, especially when my phone is either in a back pocket or in the luggage bag. So I tend not to use Bluetooth mode and prefer to use music preloaded on the SD card there. Right, so we've now gone through TF mode, we've gone through the radio mode and also the Bluetooth mode. That's all the mode this watch has, and to be honest, do you really need any more? Right, so quick recap. That's how you change the mode. That's to skip tracks up and also increase the volume. That's to go back a track and decrease the volume. And this button here is the on off. Doesn't seem to want to go off. There we go, it's now off. Overall this watch is pretty good. The build quality for 15 quid is very good, and whilst I haven't tested it out in the heaving down with rain, I have tested it in damp conditions and it doesn't seem to have affected it at all. So if you want to listen to music whilst you're on a ride on the road in total safety and also be aware of what's going on around you, this speaker watch is definitely something you should consider. It's been a great purchase and it has really enhanced my rides.